Making passive income has become the new American dream. Everybody wants to make money without having to do a single thing. Nobody wants to work. Now, lucky for us, right now we have something called the blockchain. Now, what you may not know is that crypto actually enables you to make passive income easier than a lot of other types of investments and sometimes with less risk. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some ways that you can start earning passive income today. Now, of course, this is not financial advice, but by the end of the video, I'm going to be buying a few different coins that earn you passive income, and I'll show you exactly how you can do that yourself. Now brace yourselves, this does get pretty technical, but just grab some coffee, some tea, whatever drink of choice you like, and we'll try to get through it one step at a time. Now, if this type of content sounds interesting to you, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more. But with that said, let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. Now, we'll start this in order of the least risky to the most risky in terms of the coins that I will be sharing with you, and not just coins, but the methods that you can use. So here are the methods. The first one is BlockFi. This is the least risky type of passive income that you can make with crypto. The next thing is something called GMX. Now, this is definitely more risky, but it's also something that not a lot of people are talking about. I don't think this has reached mainstream media at all. And in fact, I only heard about it from one of my powerful friends out there that's very involved in crypto. And ever since I found out about it, I thought it was so cool. And it does allow you to make some passive income simply by holding the coin. Then the next one is called Olympus. This is actually the most famous DAO out there. A DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. So what that means is that every token holder gets a say in any change or update that happens within the protocol. And then the last thing I'm going to share with you is called Sol Invictus. Now, this is actually a fork of Olympus, but what they did that was innovative is that they created it on Solana. So Solana is one of the fastest smart contract blockchains out there. There's a ton of applications, tons of users, and it's growing at a really fast pace. Olympus DAO is sort of the same concept. It's a reserve currency, but for Ethereum. So this is why both are worth noting, because these are both of the biggest blockchains right now in the smart contract race. So let's start with BlockFi. Now, the easiest ways that you can earn passive income here are simply by buying coins. Now, what's really cool is that you don't even need to actually invest in Bitcoin or Ethereum or any speculative asset like that. You can buy what's called a stable coin, which is basically a coin that is pegged to the dollar. So it's always going to be 1-to-1, meaning this coin is always going to be worth $1. So that's great because, of course, you don't have to worry about the volatility of Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know that this coin is always going to be worth $1. So for example, let me show you here USDC. This is one of the most popular stable coins. If you were to just hold $10,000 on BlockFi, over 10 years, you would earn $13,000. And in just 1 year, you would earn nearly $1,000 without doing anything. Of course, there is the risk that the stable coin becomes unpegged to the dollar. Obviously, that would be very bad, but extremely unlikely. However, you can also stake Bitcoin, for example. Let's say if you just held Bitcoin on BlockFi, if you just held one Bitcoin on BlockFi, you would be earning $280 a year. But the thing is, if the value of Bitcoin continues to rise, then your interest earnings will also continue to rise. So this is what's really cool about BlockFi, and it's really user friendly. So this is why I wanted to mention it first, because you don't really have to do anything besides open an account. So if you want to open an account, I have a link in the description that gives you $250 for free in crypto. If you want to support the channel, use the link. Otherwise, just, create an account on your own. Now let's move on to the next passive income opportunity, which is GMX. So GMX is actually very unique. So what it is a decentralized futures exchange. So in finance, a futures contract is a standardized legal agreement to buy or sell something at a predetermined price at a specified time in the future. So that sounds pretty insane, and it is, but what you really need to know here is that it's just an exchange that allows you to use leverage on your positions without having to go through a centralized exchange like Coinbase. This is fully decentralized, so you don't create an account or anything. All you have to do is connect your wallet to the exchange and start trading. So the reason why this is a really, really cool opportunity is because, first of all, it has a ton of users already. People are actively trading on this platform, and this platform actually has its own token called GMX. And what you can do on their platform is you can actually stake your token here and earn 32% APR. And the APR varies depending on how much trading is being done on the platform. So basically the way that it works is that you're earning a percentage of the fees that they earn from traders as a token holder. So it's almost like you own a part of this business and they're paying out some of the profits to you. It's really cool and very revolutionary. Now this is still pretty untapped for the most part. It hasn't reached any sort of mainstream adoption, but it has been growing very steadily. And what's really cool about it is that it works on the Arbitrum chain, which is a layer 2 chain on Ethereum. So without getting too technical, what that really means is that the fees are going to be nothing like what you see when you regularly transact on Ethereum, where you see fees upwards of $100 to $200. Here it's literally like $1, $2, and it's great. If you've ever transacted on Arbitrum or any layer 2 Ethereum blockchain, you'll know that it's actually quite similar to Solana and Avalanche and all these other competitors. So that's a pretty bullish sign for Ethereum overall, since Ethereum is more decentralized than any of the other layer 1 blockchains out there. Again, if you don't understand this stuff, don't worry. Just leave a comment in the description with any questions you have. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert here, but I've been reading up on this stuff and trying to get as much knowledge as possible. And making these videos also helps me retain this information better. So I appreciate you guys watching. So how you buy this one is actually a little bit complicated. So you just go to gmx.io/earn and then you click buy GMX. And then what you have to do is you have to swap your Ethereum into Arbitrum. So you need a MetaMask to do that. MetaMask is really easy to use. It's a Chrome extension that you can just download and set up. One thing that needs to be said is never share your seed phrase with anybody. This is like this biggest sin that you could commit in crypto. You're definitely going to get all your stuff stolen if you don't keep your seed phrase in a safe place outside of your computer. Trust me, I've learned that the hard way. So you can either buy Ethereum directly on Arbitrum using Banksa, but let's say you already own Ethereum on your MetaMask wallet, right? What you can do is you can go to a layer 2 exchange like Synapse and you can exchange your Ethereum to Arbitrum using your MetaMask wallet. It's super easy. And then what you have to do is just click buy GMX here and it sends you to Uniswap, which is right now, I believe, the biggest decentralized exchange. And then you simply swap your new Ethereum into GMX. So a little bit technical, but you can try to do a little bit of money here to start just so that you get used to this process. I think it's fun trying these new things out, even if it's difficult. It's like a little mental challenge, but it could also be a great investment. So the next passive income opportunity that I'm looking at right now is Olympus DAO. So we talked about this one a little bit, and it's basically a community-owned decentralized financial infrastructure like it says here, and they have a token called OHM. This is what gives you governance in the protocol, and what's really cool is that they give you pretty insane APYs right now just to simply stake your OHM on their platform. And this is a good time to have made this video because right now we're in a pretty big crypto dip, and projects like OHM have fallen dramatically. We saw an all-time high of 1,300 just a few months ago, and now it's all the way down to $68, yet a lot of the fundamentals haven't really changed. Their current market cap is $628 million, and their treasury balance is currently $537 million. So what I really like about this is that it has intrinsic value. So a lot of these projects, especially in the metaverse narrative, get pretty insane market caps for no real reason. Like there's no actual fundamentals behind it. And you could say some things like that about Olympus DAO, but the thing is, they do have a huge treasury balance that is priced into the market cap. So it has actual intrinsic value behind it. So the market cap makes a lot more sense. And again, just by simply owning this, you could be earning 3,500% APY, which is huge. I mean, over the course of a year, that's actually a pretty ridiculous amount. So this is one of my top passive income opportunities right now that I'm looking into, especially at these price points. And how you buy it is even easier than GMX. All you need is to have some Ethereum on your MetaMask wallet. So you can buy Ethereum on Coinbase, for example, and transfer it to your MetaMask wallet address. And then once you do that on the Olympus platform, you just connect your wallet and then it'll send you to Uniswap, where you can then swap your Ethereum for OHM. Now this will be a bit more expensive to transact on because it's on Ethereum and it's not on Arbitrum like we talked about. So this is layer 1 of Ethereum, which is very expensive to transact on. And then lastly, we have Sol Invictus. Now this one is also down pretty bad since their all-time high of 1,300 or so. So for this, you're actually gonna need a Phantom wallet, which is the equivalent of MetaMask, but on the Solana network. And honestly, Phantom Wallet is pretty clean. I like using it a lot better than MetaMask. Now their APYs right now are anywhere from 20,000% a year to 30,000. It's not really showing up right here right now. But what's also crazy is that their treasury has $51 million locked, yet their market cap is below that. It's $34 million, which doesn't really make sense because they have intrinsic value locked into their treasury. So again, this is another good opportunity that can earn you passive income. And if it does become the reserve currency of the Solana network, then this market cap is nothing compared to where it could go. Of course, that could come at a huge risk. And this is why this is the last one that I wanted to mention. I think even Solana is risky in some ways, but it's definitely a good competitor to Ethereum. Therefore, it's still worth considering investing in something like this for passive income. But these are just a few ways that you can earn passive income with crypto. There's tons of ways that you can stake your coins. And if you want me to make more videos about this, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate your feedback, your likes, your subscribes. I welcome you to our family with open arms, and I hope to see you watching and commenting on more of my videos. But that's all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. See ya.